Hello everyone, this is Edoggz and welcome to my video. In this review we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Bumblebee Studio Series 65 Blitzwing figure. When you go to the store and if you're interested in picking this up, this figure will come into his robot mode. Here is the front of the package. Here is the side of the package with him holding his main weapon. And then you have the back of the box, which depicts his robot mode and his alt mode. Now, I want to make a note that there's two things wrong with the alt mode. First, the colors that are depicted on the box does not correlate with the colors that are actually on the figure. What they did instead was they took the blue and they painted the entire cockpit section and a little bit of the fuselage section of the plane. Second, this is supposed to be an F-4 Phantom Series 2 fighter jet. And if you know anything about military jets, you know that the wing tips are supposed to be pointing upwards, which we will get into the figure. And here is the other side of the box where he's just staring you down like, what's up? So here is the figure. And before we get into articulation, let's do some comparisons. First we have Generations World. And we have Siege Shockwave with his upgrades, which makes him a Voyager. These two go together because I believe this kind of resembles the Shockwave that we got in the Transformers movie. Blitzwing comes with 4 accessories. The first accessory is his main weapon. It is silver and off-white or white, depending on who you are. This other side, there is a slot and a peg here, and there's a rectangular peg in the arm, and this hand is articulated because they have a pin which connects the 4 fingers together, so you can go out that much or you can go inward that much. So you take the gun and you can just slot that in, which gives you a dead solid connection. So you have that going on there. His small accessory is different. This is the weapon that took away Bumblebee's voice in the movie. And how you apply this is easy. It has a 3mm peg. The hands are 3mm peg, and they do come out. Now you can do this on either side. Just your choice. So you take that hand out. Let me just raise that up, show you what that looks like. And you could probably put some what do they call it? I forgot the word for it. But they got these accessories that plug into here, and you can just plug this in here like so to give it that look. Effect parts. They call effect parts. I believe they come with Jetfire. I just remembered. So let's put his hand back on. Now on the back are 2 ports, and therefore these 2 pieces. These 2 pieces are either fuel tanks or they're actually bombs. The actual F-4 Phantom has 1 fuel tank, which is located underneath the entire plane. So you plug these in on the back like you would. Make sure that's straight. And you take the other side. Make sure that's straight. Now, you still have the same features as all of the Seekers that are made. They are they're on this hinge, which you can fold back the wing as such, but these tails are on a friction. So you can put that any way you so choose. As for his small weapon, this, in the instructions they say that you put it on this peg here in the back. Why won't it pen? Hold on. Like so. Now, I'm not exactly sure why that's there. Maybe it's to resemble a jetpack kind of deal when he's in his flight mode. That could be a thing. So let's take all of this off. And let's do some comparisons before take that off. All right. So my first comparison is Generation Whirl, who is also a Voyager in that line. And my second one will be Siege Shockwave, who is technically a Voyager with all of his upgrade parts on him. If you take away the upgrade parts, he's a deluxe. And plus, he kind of resembles the Shockwave that was in the movie. So these two could possibly go together if you so choose. And these three, I thought, kind of went together as well. So let's start with articulation. The backpack may come off during this video, but I'm going to go through it. There is a rotation in the shoulder. I believe it's 160, maybe 180 degrees. And you move it, this one is kind of tight, so you need two hands to actually move it with force. And you can, let me straighten out the arm. You can move it like so, all the way back to the wing. And if you want to do the opposite way, all the way back. There is articulation in the shoulder, which will allow you to bring the arm out as so. There's a more than 90-degree elbow joint and shoulder rotation because it's on a mushroom peg. So we bring it down this way, and this will be 90, and this is more than 90, which is needed for transformation. Let's move that back. Mushroom pegs are very tight, so move that back. Next are the legs. They go about that far. 90-degree bend at the knee. Feet. Because of transformation, you could do a wide stance because they're on very tight pins. So you can have a very wide stance if you wanted to do like that kind of thing. Now these fins, you can put these fins any way you want. Now, when you first get this, the transformation is a little tricky. I've been practicing for about maybe an hour now. And during the transformation, this backpack will pop off during transformation. So I'm going to start with the legs because the legs are easiest. And there's something very important I want to pick out. So you take the feet and you rotate it inwards like so. Other side, rotate it inside like that. There is a rotation in the thigh, which I forgot to mention. So you rotate it this way. You do the opposite side, rotate it that way. There is no waist articulation in this figure. You go right here right here. And you want to use your thumb and you want to pull out like so. And there's a tab and a slot system in the foot. So you bring this all the way down like so. Do the same thing. Use your finger like that, and you bring it down like so. The tail, very important. The tail is on mushroom pegs. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because when you get to the final product, you're going to have 2 tail rudders for the plane when there should be 1 for the F4 Phantom. But we'll get to it in a second. And you could take these off, and maybe somebody else will make a third-party piece that will let you combine one half to another half and bring them together, kind of deal. So you flip that back, do that same thing on the other side, flip that back. There is a peg here, get a close-up of it, peg here, and there's a slot here. And you pretty much just combine them together like so. Next, hold on, let me back up. Okay, so the fins are on the friction, so you just bring them down, and bring them down. You move forward, so that is flush with the backpack, and you unplug it from the back. There are 2 pegs, and then there's 2 slots. This piece on the back, flip up like so, and that's going to fill up the mid part. So you should have something like that. Once you unlock that, you can bring this top piece of his chest and you can bring it back like that. Cockpit does open. Take the head, put it inside the cockpit, close the cockpit, and you can bring this piece forward for now to get it out of the way. So you should have something like that. What I like to do next is you take the nose, you unhook it from the bottom of the landing gear, and you plug it into the cockpit. So we're almost there. We're going to arrange the arms just like so. Now we're going to collapse this on top of the legs, and from what I can see, there are these 2 pegs on the legs, and they go into probably this slot system. I don't know if you can see it. There's a slot system here that keeps it intact, and plus there's 2 more pegs on this blue section that plugs into the thigh, or should I say the upper leg. And you bring it down like that. Then you take the arms. You want to rotate the arms like so. Rotate arms like so. You want to take the hand. The hand needs to be facing downward. You get a close up like so. Take the other side like so. You take this piece, bring it forward like this. Other side, bring it forward like this. And what I like to do is I like to take the hand and I like to maneuver it where it's like this. So we're going to bend the elbow like so. And it's supposed to be just like this. Right? Same thing on the other side. Bend the elbow just like that. And you should have something like this on the other side. Now you take this and you rotate it like that. Right? Hold on. Let me get the feet out of the way because I missed the feet. You bring the feet inwards. Bring the feet inwards. And you see what I'm saying? It has to be in a way that it doesn't beat into something else. Right, so it should be something like this. Same thing on the other side. Hold on. Yeah, that's right. Should be like this. And what's supposed to happen is this plugs into this system here. And there's a groove. This triangle groove is supposed to plug into this triangle, whatever that is. I'm not exactly sure what that is. Right? So I had to change it a little bit. Right? So this should be forward. And this should be back. Right? Like so. Had to change it up. And then you bring this down, and these two plug into the chest. And if everything goes right, nothing should pop off. Make sure, clamp all of these in, and that's what you have. Now let's go in the back. What I like to do is I'm going to keep these two tails straight to simulate one tail, and then I'm going to maneuver these at an angle to represent the back end of a F4 Phantom, so it kind of looks like a dart. You want to look for a dart kind of design in the back. And there is your plane. Here's the top view, and here's the bottom view. While we're here, we're going to do two things. These fuel pods or missiles can plug into these ports, rectangular ports. Bring up these fins because they get in the way, and you plug in like so. And this is the area where the main fuel tank or the extra fuel tank that they have, fuel pods, it's supposed to go here. Instead, the main weapon goes there on this peg. Now, before I do that, you have these molded landing gear on either side, and we have to take this, take this, and you just rotate it to your right. Forgot about that. And you bring down the main front landing gear, and you have that. Now, if I put this on there, this will not be level with the surface that you're going to be putting it on. It actually gets in the way. But there is a peg here, and there's a slot inside of there. I hope you can see it. And you just kind of put it in there. It clips into place. You can move these things as you wish. The tail is kind of messing up a little bit, but it's okay. Why does it look like it's off to an angle? Anyway, so you have that. So it's not going to sit well because the front is in the way. But next is this little piece. They want you to put this piece on the tail, but I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to be putting that in a box of my extra weapon parts, if you will. So let me get this weapon out. Let me show you my last comparison. Here is the Studio Series Blackout. This one, the alt mode disguises very, very well. where this one has the feet still on this side of the plane. This is a leader class figure, and this is a deluxe. Well, this is a Voyager class figure, and this is a leader class figure. So you can see the difference. So I'm trying to get it in there of scaling. Let's move this back. Now, let me just take a moment about the F4 Phantom. The design of an F4 Phantom is unique. If you can see where this piece, well, not that piece, well, this line is, hope it can focus. It's supposed to be bent upwards, like so. And that's what makes it unique. So it's bent up on both sides, and then you have this dart type of formation towards the back. Give you a more better look of a F4 Phantom. So there you have it. I hope you like this review. If you're into aircraft and you want a more official aircraft, I would say wait for the MPM line, which is the Masterpiece movie line, and maybe they'll do a more official version of this character. But this is a nice figure. I can say that much. I can't down it for what it is. I think they just missed the trick when they were trying to pick out aircrafts. You know, they should have just made the aircraft what it is, and F4 Phantom. So I hope you enjoy this review. If you like, leave a comment. If you enjoy this channel, please subscribe, and I hope to see you next time.